Well, what have we here? Looks like more spying on you and more AI slop. Just a couple of articles. Like, subscribe, comment, help me out on this a little bit here. Websites have a new way to spy on visitors, analyzing their SSD activity. Over the decades, there has been no shortage of sites using clever techniques to covertly track visitors' browsing history, device fingerprints, and keystrokes, and mouse movements in real time. Even Meta and Yandex were recently caught joining the privacy invasion free for all. Now, sites have a new way to spy on their visitors, measuring subtle interactions with their solid-state drives. The technique named Frost fingerprinting remote using whatever-based SSD timing allows sites to monitor other sites a visitor is viewing and what apps are open on their devices. Whew. I mean, man, it's getting there, isn't it? A side channel based on contention. The technique laid out a research paper exploits the side channel, a form of leak resulting from physical manifestations such as electromagnetic emanations, data caches, or the time required to complete a task. By measuring the manifestations, attackers can decrypt encrypted traffic and infer other confidential data. Yeah, not to mention when you got your website open for your bank account, you can get all that information too. I can guarantee you that. The attack that Frost uses is known as the contention side channel, which measures the interaction of various processes, all using a given resource. By measuring the timing of certain input-output operations of the SSD a visitor is using, the researchers were able to determine the website open in other tabs, even on other browsers, and the apps that were open on the visitor's device. Frost requires no interaction from the visitor other than opening the site hosting the attack. Web browsers have evolved from simple document viewers into complex platforms capable of running sophisticated applications. The paper authors wrote, companies like Google, Microsoft, and Adobe have developed full-fledged office suites, photo and video editors, and even integrated development environments that run entirely within the browser. The authors went on to note, while these features enhance the capabilities of web applications and allow completely novel use cases, they also increase the browser's attack surface, as some have already been shown to introduce new vulnerabilities. Unlike previous contention side channel attacks on SSDs, Frost runs exclusively in the browser. It just uses JavaScript that interacts with the original private film system and allocated storage spaces that reserve a specific site to run code needed to complicate a given task. Websites can create one with no interaction required by the visitor. While each file system is sandboxed, meaning it's isolated from other websites from the device system itself, the JavaScript can measure the input-output interactions. Then, by running those interactions through a pre-trained convolution neural network, a system that uses deep learning to analyze text, audio, and images, the attacker can deduce various apps and websites open on that device. This is getting insane, man. Absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, it's funny how AI can do that, but it seems to hallucinate when you're trying to use it. The attacker continuously measures SSD contention by performing random reads from the large OPFS file. The researchers explained. SSD contention caused by user activity causes measurable latency differences for these read operations. By training a convolutional neural network on these traces, the attacker can fingerprint user activity on the host system by classifying new traces using the trained model. And some of these comments here. To be fair, I'd have expected those to be the first ones to do anything of this garbage, like if you had okay, whatever. I'll never understand why they're so intent on tracking people. It's for ads. If so, just context-aware ads and the website stop the creepy tracking. I'm much more likely to click on an ad about something related to what I'm currently doing than I am targeted to stuff basically always wrong. Yeah, I have that problem too. Point in case, I'm getting a perfume ad here. It is kind of weird, like if I was selling something let's say I had an electronics um, article company, a website, and I did electronics news. Okay, kind of like Tom's Hardware. Like I would want to probably see electronic equipment being advertised to me on there. I don't want to see, you know, whatever the can be on there. I mean, some of the shit, it's like, yeah, like he says, being shown perfume. I mean, think about it. It wasn't even Mother's Day. You know what I mean? I'm just truly in awe that some of the ways people find the power to exploit these, yeah, for really, I mean, whatever they can do. Some of the air gap exploits in the past have staggered me. Let's see here. Clever. This almost seems like black magic. Even if the capacity, the exfiltration process is less than 1,000 bits, that's still time enough to steal some crucial data if a tab is left open for a few minutes. Yep, exactly right. I got another little article here. This one here. Paramount Plus uses AI to make the ugliest Star Trek thumbnail ever. They say these things hallucinate, right? I don't know what kind of drugs they're taking in order to get that. I want to know, will AI tell me what drugs you are taking for you to hallucinate that? And do the people that come up with these terms, hallucination, ever hallucinated before? I've hallucinated, and that's not what comes out of it. I can still tell you what Captain Kirk looked like. Hell, fuck, I could take DMT and tell you what Kirk looked like. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. It's almost don't even look like him. Well, look at the hair. And this is supposed to be a Ferengi. I guess it's supposed to be the search for Spock. Well, at least they got Scotty pretty much right. I mean, wild, man. Let's see here. Paramount Plus looks to have used generative AI to whip up a thumbnail for Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, according to a report by Kotaku. The image shows Captain Kirk is played by William Shatner dressed in a business suit. Kirk never dons a business suit in The Wrath of Khan or any other time throughout Shatner's decades of portraying a character. He did rock a flannel shirt and jeans once during a visit to 1930s Earth. Image, the poster. I guess that's where he's getting his eyes scanned. Fuck, I don't know, man. That is terrible. They really just don't even, almost just don't even look like him. The foreheads, I don't know, man. I've watched every episode of Star Trek, a dozen of the business suits that are far flung aside from the occasional appearance on holodeck. There's no money, so just not no need for business. That leaves us asking why Paramount and his little AI buddy decided to plop Starfleet's most mechanic captain a button-up shirt. Maybe they were taking him from another movie he did, or maybe from a TV show episode. I think he was in a suit in a couple of those. It hurts to see the property controlled by modern Paramount. The company has pretty much ended the franchise for the time being after canceling the surprisingly stellar Star Trek Academy and stopping production on Strange New Worlds. Carter wears a suit in Assignment Earth, or they could use, I don't know, the existing movie poster. Yeah, he wore a suit in a piece of the action. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he was in 1930s. He was a gangster in that, or he was up against the gangsters. I bought all the physical media and ripped them to my NAS. I'm not playing the Ellison sub game. Fuck them. Yeah, well, you know, do what you got to do, I guess. But is that not embarrassing? And you got to remember, whoever approved this, I mean, have they never watched Star Trek? I mean, because you would be like, who are that? Who are these people? That's not, no. These big giant corporations, guys, it's just money. Nothing but money. They don't really give a shit about anything but money. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.